Welcome back to the David Pakman Show.
Hey, if you use Amazon.com at all for any online shopping, first go to our website, davidpakman.com, and on the right side of the website, you'll see a black banner that links to Amazon. If you click that and just bookmark it, use it whenever you shop at Amazon, then just do your Amazon shopping. You won't see anything different on the screen, but 7% of your purchase will come back to the David Pakman Show. It's a great free way to support the show. Another way is to become a David Pakman Show member, made possible in part by liberalbias.com. Do you know why patriots eat turkey on Thanksgiving, Lewis? It's because turkeys are evil, socialist, liberal birds that need to be eliminated. Find out more at liberalbias.com. Today's new member of the day, Alexandra Judge. Alexandra Judge is a David Pakman Show member who I know for a fact, Lewis, is thrilled to be a part of the continued growth and expansion of the show.
Absolutely.
If you want to help the show continue to grow, it's really easy, davidpakman.com/membership. You know, I was reading a new poll that came out recently about President Obama's climate change proposals, and it turns out that a majority of Americans support President Obama taking, quote, significant steps to tackle the issue of climate change. And this is not a unique situation where the polls of individuals show significant support for the progressive point of view and for taking progressive action, even though if you were to base it on what happens in the House or the Senate or in general with government, it seems like it's constantly at a deadlock. You're constantly pushing a huge boulder up a hill and that it's just difficult to make anything change. Now, let's think about some other issues. Gun control. On President Obama's gun control proposals, asked fairly without saying President Obama's draconian whatever, right? If you just ask people, should we have background checks? Should we eliminate the gun show loophole? Should we limit the capacity of magazines, so on and so forth? Overwhelmingly, people agree with that. If you talk about healthcare, if you fairly ask people, do you believe the government is responsible for providing some basic level of healthcare for everybody? Overwhelmingly, people say yes. But then when you get into coded language, including the Fox News healthcare language about government run and so on and so forth, things change. So the question is, if we have such overwhelming support in actual well-crafted polls on a lot of these issues, why is it always a gridlock, Natan, on actually making things happen?
Well, it's two things. It's gerrymandering and it's special interest money going to campaigns. If you take away those two things, you would have a democratically controlled House of Representatives where you could pass all these things. And you would have a political structure that allows politicians to actually serve their constituents instead of fearing getting primaried 2 years from now.
Is it the system, Lewis? Is this proof that the elected politicians simply don't represent the will of the majority?
Yes, and let's not pretend that Democrats are immune to bribes and donations from big companies.
Certainly.
Every single problem in this country can be fixed by major campaign finance reform and by major changes, I guess, structurally in how we run, Congress.
Big comments from Lewis, yeah.
I just wanted to correct one little thing. It's not that the Republican politicians in red states, in red districts, aren't representing their constituents. They are. It's simply that the gerrymandering has created a system and special interest money where they are representing a small faction and not allowing the composition of the House of Representatives to actually represent the whole public at large.
No question about it.